Now the semifinals of the NBA Cup is set in stone, and the Warriors did not make it.
Upset Central!
Upset Central by the.
The Houston Rockets, out of nowhere, put up a fight against the Warriors, and I'm going to pull the last 30 seconds of the game. We're going to watch it. I'm not going to put audio on it, but I will put audio on the Steve Kerr.
Hold on, I want to record to it because I can, former coach over here.
You can watch it, but I'm not. You can talk over it, Bruce. I'm not going to put audio on it because I don't want us to get copyright. But I will put audio on Steve Kerr because you need to hear what he says. So here is. I'm going to kind of give it a background. You got 30 seconds left of the NBA Cup. You win this, you make the semifinals. Golden State's up.
I already like it.
Possession.
Listen. I already like it right now. Look at this. So we got a dribble handoff. You don't even press play yet. We have a dribble handoff happening. I swear to God, I have not seen this yet. It's a dribble handoff. If there's no help off the defender that's giving the dribble handoff, there's a pull-up three. If there's an overhelp, he'll end up giving it back to the guy who's like handing the ball off to him. Go ahead. Oh, fake
handoff.
Oh, that was nice.
But there's 26 seconds left, right? So you could pretty much end the shot clock.
They had to go quick with it. They had to go quick.
Yeah, you had to.
So that way you got to make them
cushion that lead.
Defensive stop. Pull. I don't know.
Pulled in, got brick.
So the ball gets lost on and right here, you would think, okay, they're going to call jump ball. There's two guys on the ball, one for Warriors, one for Houston. They called a loose ball foul.
Oh.
On which was it Kuminga on the ground? They called a loose ball foul. Was it Draymond on the ground? They called a loose ball foul on that. And now Houston is able to shoot free throws.
Hold on, here we go.
And get the possession back.
I didn't watch this last night.
I didn't watch it either until I heard the rave about it.
That's kind of
how do you call a foul? Like, look at this. Now he's able to shoot free throws. He just tied up the game.
Stop. That's kind of weak. Oh no!
Yeah, nah. He got his arm like up around his head by his neck.
Yeah, but you know what though?
It's soft, but I can see where the foul came from.
But it's the question of
when
the game's on the line, how do you call that?
How about this? Why is Steph Curry shooting a step back 3-pointer, but the play before that to even have that even happen?
Well, you're about to see Steph Curry in this three. You're about to see how Steph Curry reacts to this because he's not open to get the ball. They pass it to someone else to take the three, and he misses wide. Like, it wasn't even close.
Well, I don't like that. I don't like that play call. I don't know. I don't like that. But you know what, though? In my opinion, this is where you're missing Clay as the 1-2 punch. I'm sorry. You're missing another shooter out there at that point, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to pull Steve Kerr's presser, but Steph Curry is like distraught. And I didn't want to bring up what Jack just said.
That's 100% accurate on that.
He's right, but for some reason, NBA players put more effort into the cup now than they do in the regular season.
Well, you saw it with the point total right there.
You just saw it right there. Exactly. You just saw it right there. But I'm going to pull what Steve Kerr has to say. I'm interested to see if you agree, what you think about it, honestly, your thoughts. But I'm going to play. It's only 2 minutes long, so we'll let it play out. We'll let everybody listen to it, give their own opinions. Who's ever watching, comment below whatever you think.
I'm gonna lose my bet.
I've never seen a loose ball foul on a jump ball situation 80 feet from the basket with the game on the line. I've never seen that. I think I saw it in college one time, 30 years ago. Never seen it in the NBA. That is, unconscionable. I don't even understand what just happened. Loose ball, diving on the floor. 80 feet from the basket, and you're going to give a guy 2 free throws to decide the game when people are scrambling for the ball. Just give them a timeout. Give them a timeout and let the players decide the game. That's how you officiate, especially because the game was a complete wrestling match. They didn't call anything. Steph Curry got hit on the elbow, plain as day on a jump shot, just clubbed right on there, no call. So you've established you're just not going to call anything throughout the game. It's a physical game. We're going to call it a loose ball foul on a jump ball situation with guys diving on the floor with the game on the line. This is a billion-dollar industry. You got people's jobs on the line. I am stunned. I am stunned. I give the Rockets credit. They battled back. They played great defense all night. But I feel for our guys. Our guys battled back, played their asses off, and deserved to win that game, or at least have a chance for one stop at the end to finish the game. And it's taken from us by a call that I don't think an elementary school referee would have made, because that guy would have had feel and said, you know what, I'm not going to decide a game on a loose ball 80 feet from the basket. I'm pissed off. I wanted to go to Las Vegas. We wanted to win this cup. And, we aren't going because of a loose ball foul 80 feet from the basket with the game on the line. I've never seen anything like it in my life, and that was ridiculous. Thank you.
He just storms out. Before you give your opinions, I do want to make this clear. He thinks that Golden State, even if they won that game, was a shoe-in to win it all. You still had the Bucks in it. You still had the Thunder in it. You still had 2 games to win before you won the NBA Cup. Based on what Steve Kerr said, give me your opinions on the whole thing. Bruce, you can go first.
All right. I've been in situations coaching basketball for like not obviously not that level, but coaching like high school basketball for years. And I get the thought process of being angry right away and being super emotional, because I guarantee you that as soon as if I was given a mic or whatever right away after a basketball game or after a football game of coaching or whatever, I'd be really pissed off and I'd be saying some shit. However, the one thing that I would always remind my guys about is that is not the singular play that lost us this basketball game or football game. I always believe that. And the previous play, again, having Steph Curry, who is the best shooter in NBA history,
Facts,
shooting a step back 3 when you're down by 1 fucking point. And
you're not down, Bruce. You're winning by 1 point.
Were they? Oh yeah, they were winning.
You're
Sorry.
up 1 point. I would have.
You're winning. Okay, but here's the thing, though. You even had the offensive rebound. Why don't you, as a coach, you should be burning the timeout. If you see him struggling right there, burn that timeout instead of him fucking flinging the ball over. I don't know, man. I get why he's upset. I get why he's mad, because he felt it was the wrong call. Was it a foul? Yeah, it was a foul. It was a situation it was one that it should have been called. I do agree with him on that part, but dude, leading up to it, you're like I said, you're having the best 3-point shooter in NBA history, shooter in NBA history, shooting a step back 3 while you're up by 1 fucking point, and then you're getting an offensive rebound. Just burn the fucking timeout if you got it. I don't know, man. I don't agree with how he's trying to place the blame completely on the refs, and I think this is part of the reason why the NBA's gotten fucking soft. Just don't be a bitch about it. Take accountability. You fucked up. You should have done something better. End of story. Somebody else is going to bring home that bullshit trophy. That's it.
I really don't have anything else to say, because Bruce basically said everything I wanted to say, but it's almost unexcusable that you're blaming this so much on the refs. Yet the play design, the fact that you are having, I get it, Steph Curry, best shooter. Why are we shooting a step back 3 when you're up 1? I get it. You wanted to probably dagger it, have a 2-possession lead, but it's this thing called you could have just drove into the paint, went to the rim, try to get a foul if that's how we're playing, or you could have just held the ball until the last 3 seconds. They have the shot clock up until that last 3 seconds. You could have just held it, wait till the last 5-10 seconds, run a very quick play. You don't just the design and the execution wasn't there. The fact that yes, should have been a jump ball. No, that was a foul. I know, Steve Kerr, you're salty, you're mad, but you put your guys into that situation, and then you're going to try to find the easy way out. It's not how we do it. It's not how we do it.
I'm not gonna blame it. I'm not gonna blame it on the refs. I think the best approach was either do a shot clock violation, because if you do a shot clock violation, guess where the Rockets are going to get the ball? In their back court. They would have to travel almost the whole distance of the court in 3 seconds and probably shoot a half-court shot.
Agree. I'm gonna lose this fucking bet because it's pouring rain in San Francisco for whatever reason. Anyway,
what are the chances they make the chances of making a free throw and winning the game is a whole heck of a lot more likely than making a half-court shot to win the game.
Of course. I agree 100%. Like, it's just, I don't know. Again, I just think that the plays leading up to it, and I didn't watch the full game, so I can't really speak to that, but I think the plays leading up to that moment that I saw by like our replay right there that you put on, Connor, thank you. It could have been better. I'm sorry. It could have just been better. Like, just be a better coach then. And I'm not saying he's a bad coach. Just in that particular moment, I don't think that he was as strong as he usually is. That's it. End of story. Can we talk about real quick? Can we talk about Trae Young yesterday? What he did to the Knicks? Did you guys see that? Real quick,
Roll the dice on the Knicks logo.
I love that.
Love that.
He's like,
it was great. He looked at his guy. He looked down, rolled that shit. Looked at his homie, dapped him up. Like, dude, that's how we do it. That's how we do it.
But so that type of shit that he's doing every time he goes to New York and he plays New York is what the NBA needs. It needs like these storyline type, like guys that genuinely don't like, they appreciate the arena. And like he even said it afterwards, I respect New York fans, but that's what the NBA needs. That's why it's fallen off, because like everybody played AAU together. Everyone's like dapping up, like, what's up, man? Yeah, man. It's great to see you, dude. You're a great shooter. You're great at everything, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes, you know, what's kind of nice is saying, fuck you. I'm going to whoop your ass on the court. And I'm going to say afterwards, hey, man, let's grab a beer. Because whenever I played my friends that I knew at other schools or other areas or whatever, I wanted to win. I wanted to whoop their ass. They weren't my friend. I wanted to lock you down and score as many points as I possibly could on you, or beat you, or freaking lay your ass out in football. That's what I wanted to do. Like, we just lost sight of that. So kudos to him. And dude, that's the reason why freaking Ant's one of my favorite players in the NBA right now too, is because that motherfucker's like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to whoop your ass and I'm going to dunk on you and teabag you at the same time. I don't know. Like, it's getting better. But like, you need to harness like some of the guys, like some of the little like different areas a little bit more. And I think they need to be better at marketing some of the storylines with it, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Market their personality. Right. Let these guys' personality shows. Perfect side. And then you see how much more interesting it is. Easy as that. Don't market their skill. If you're in the NBA, you got skill. We don't give a fuck about that. What's your personality? Who are you as a person? What do you think they did? Market that. What do you think they did? Like right now, like I could send Connor a freaking like the NBA on NBC preview from the 90s, back when like Jordan was like talking shit to like Charles Barkley or something like that. Like he'd be like or whatever it goes, and he's like Michael Jordan was saying how Charles Barkley, Sir Charles, is like a bitch. You know, and Charles Barkley responded with "fuck you," or obviously he didn't say that, but like it was like they brought like a cinematic type thing to it, whereas like they don't do it as much now, and it's not as yeah. And I don't want to say it like this either, because like while whatever, it kind of like brought that, I don't know, someone said it like brought a sense of like like community to your like to the team that you're rooted for or cheer for or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because like as soon as I hear someone like talking shit to like, all right, I'll give the best example that I can that'll be like a little bit more comparable for you guys. Joakim Noah back in the day with the Chicago Bulls said like, what's good about Cleveland? I'm not going to go to vacation. Who vacations there? Who goes there? Who gives a fuck? Like he just didn't care. Like that was probably the closest thing that I could say right now that like you guys could like probably like relate to. You know what I'm saying? It's like what like who the fuck goes to Cleveland anyways? Who cares?
Nobody.
I would like to say though, you can't really do. You're kind of advertising that the content back in the '90s should be almost replicated or emulated today, but there's a slight problem whenever the NBA has gotten so soft and you receive a tech if you blow on a player while he's dribbling the ball.
Excuse me? Okay, there you go.
That kind of not.
We don't
Not-
need to know
not
the
the-
other one.
get
You
your head out the
you
gutter,
don't need
Bruce.
to give an example.
Okay.
Get your head out the gutter, Bruce.
Never.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, it would be nice to have Draymond Green punch Jordan Poole once more while he's
Yeah,
on the
dude.
Wizards.
Yeah.
No, he did, and that was probably the best content we've received since LeBron and Steph finals.
Just bring back like just bring that part back. Bring some of that fun back. Like bring like you see like you know what makes like the NBA on TNT and like Charles Barkley, Kenny Smith, what's his face?
Shaq.
Shaq and wow, I'm forgetting his name. I can't remember the host.
I don't know who we haven't named, so I can't really be helpful on this.
It's Kenny Smith. Hold on, it's Kenny Smith.
Ernie Johnson, right?
Ernie Johnson. My God, Bruce. Wait,
Yeah, Ernie.
my bad.
I had
My
to
bad,
think
Ernie.
for a
Sorry,
second
buddy.
too.
But like you know what makes that but you know what makes them entertaining is the authenticity behind what they do. It's hilarious, it's fun, it's like talk shit to one another, and like they still do it to like obviously a lesser degree in a PG-13 way, but it makes it like okay that you can still see that competitiveness. Like Shaq's always talking shit to Charles Barkley, saying like, brother, you ain't got no rings, and then Charles Barkley be like, you're a knucklehead. Like you know what I'm saying? It's fun. It's like it's a good like you could feel that like still competitiveness that they have. But are you going to see the same thing? Like like as much as I talk shit and hate about Draymond Green, and I've told MJ this, I actually don't mind him because like he's the most controversial player in the NBA, and he is soft compared to what Dennis Rodman was, compared to what like Ben Wallace it was, compared to like what some of these other guys were like back in like the 2000s and the 90s and stuff like that. It's just like, come on, man. Like they need to find a way to, like, to Connor's point, bring back hand checking. Like bring back hand checking. Like that's how I play defense. I like to give a little hand check. Like get the that whoa that was a little weird.
Oh.
Whoa. See, I caught it, so I called myself out on it first. So fuck all of you. But you know what I'm saying? Like, get that hand check. Like, be able to like, push off people, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just think that it should go back to what Connor was saying. Like I said, like go back to being letting NBA defense be defense and not just being like, okay, go back to go ahead.
I mean, you wonder why we saw back in 2016 the greatest offense in Golden State, and now every offense is able to have those exact numbers that we thought were impossible back in 2016. It's because of the way defense is being played and why what they're not allowed to do anymore.
It's a
To be able to
copycat league
prevent-
too, though. But it's a copycat league, though, and I think what they did was expand on the Mike D'Antoni offense, and where they had to shoot in the first 7 seconds of the shot clock. And then, so that way they would be like get the most opportunities to shoot. So technically speaking, if you shoot, what an idiot! If you shoot more shots, technically, hopefully more will go in. So that's how they played back in the day with the Suns, with the Steve Nash and the Stoudemire, Marion, Barbosa, and I can't remember the fifth. But put up as many threes as you can, put up as many shots as you can, and go from there. And then they ended up evolving a little bit to what you were just alluding to with the Warriors shooting threes and being able to. And I think it was what's the college team? Grinnell. I think it's Grinnell that doesn't shoot anything.
Yep. Grinnell. It's Grinnell.
It doesn't shoot anything inside the 3-point line. Just jacks up threes and lets the other team shoot layups. I don't know. It's just, it could be better. It could be better. It could be better. What have you done to my game?